Leia users, I'm Ansel, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how to add a booking function to your website. So gonna start by opening up your website panel. You will need to upgrade your website in order to have access to the service function. So if you haven't done that, you'll click Upgrade. Both Leia Pro and Leia Business give you access to both the shop function and the service function. So if you haven't upgraded, make sure that you do that first, otherwise you won't have access. But I've already upgraded, so I'm going to go back. And we're going to start by going to View Dashboard right here. And then from here, you're going to be opened up to the page where your products and services go. So I have added some products here, as you can see. And then if I scroll down a little bit, I have a services box, but I don't have any services hooked up to this website yet. So what I'm going to do is add one. So you've got name of service right here, and then a service description. So the service name is what's going to appear in the drop-down menu when someone is picking a service, and then this will give them a little bit more information. You're given an option to pick a scheduling window, so that's how far into the future your clients have access to your schedule. So if I only know if I'm going to be able to do appointments 3 weeks in advance, then I'm going to want to pick 3 weeks, for example. You also have the option to select your time zone. So there's all sorts of options in here. Just make sure that you're on the same page with your clients. So we'll just pick a random one. And then you're going to be able to tell Leia exactly when you want appointments to be able to be booked. So let's say I only am available for appointments on Wednesday from 9 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. and on Saturday from 5:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. It also gives you the option to select how long your services last. So let's say my service is a cleaning service and it takes me 90 minutes. It takes me an hour and a half to clean a house. I'll click that button. If you have more than one options for your service, let's say I was like giving massages and my clients had a 30-minute option and an hour option and an hour and a half option, you can select multiple boxes and it will let them pick what length of service that they want. You also have the option to put in an amount of time that you would like to have between available start times in your form. So this will, if you need a little bit of travel time or something like that, this will give that to you. And then you also have the option to put in a maximum number of bookings. So this is how many people can book you for a service at the same time. So let's say I have 3 employees plus me, so I can do 4 houses or massages at a time. You can also allow same-day scheduling if you don't mind appointments being made the same day that they are booked for. And then you also have the option to ask for some information from whoever is booking your service. So if you need to go to their house to clean it, you're going to want to ask for an address. If you think that you're going to need to contact them over the phone, you can ask them for a phone number. If your service is age specific and you want to verify a birth date, you also have that option. Oh, my service description was not long enough. Great, so my service is created. So now it's down here and you can see it there. We're gonna put in a second service just so I can show you how that looks in the drop-down menu. Oops. So it will prevent you from accidentally setting your scheduling window to a time that doesn't make sense. Like it won't let you set it from noon to 9 in the morning because that goes backwards in time. Great. So something that's important is in order to get your services page to show up on your Leia website, you're going to need to turn services on. So to do that, you're going to go to settings on your menu, and you're going to scroll down at the bottom here, and you're going to click services on. So if you don't have this box checked, your services will not show up on your website. We are not able to charge for services at this time, so it's just a booking function. So you won't need to enter any information about receiving payment unless you're also selling products on your website. But as far as booking goes, you can just come in here and turn this services feature on. Something that I would like to point out on this screen is that this box right here for the company email, if you type an email address into this bar right here, that is the email address that you will receive booking confirmations at. If you leave this blank and you don't put anything in this email, it will go to the email address that is linked to your Leia account. And you can see what email address that might be by going to the My Account page right here. I've blurred out my information, but it's this right here. You'll see what email address you have on file with us. But if you do have a very specific email that you would like your email or your booking confirmations sent to, that right there is the place to put that in. So I'm going to press Save Settings. And then I'm going to exit the dashboard. And I want to make sure that my customers have access to my booking function. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to edit website. And you'll see that I have this button here that says book, and that showed up because I added a booking function to my website. But if you're not seeing this book button, what you can do is go to redesign site and then press make adjustments. And then down here in general settings, there's a option that says has booking feature, and you want to make sure that says yes. If I clicked no and then I applied these changes, that button right there would disappear. So we want to make sure that my website, yes, has a booking feature so that my customers can access my booking. So now I'll show you what it looks like. So I'm going to view my live site, and then I'm going to press this booking button right here. And you'll see this form is your booking form. So my customers have the option to choose which service, and they can choose a date and a time and how long, and enter their name and email address and their address if you've asked for that, and their birthday if you've asked for that. And then they can book an appointment. And then once they've booked an appointment, I'm going to exit the editor here. If you go to View Dashboard again from your My Projects page, you can actually press the button on the side here in the menu that says Booked Services, and you'll see a list of every appointment that has been booked. So if I had put that booking through, it would show up here, and this is a good way to keep track. You'll also receive an email from the address that you have associated with your Leia account, and your customer will also receive an email. So you will be email notified, but this is a good place to see all of your bookings in one place. If you have any trouble with any of this, if you're needing a little bit of extra help, you're also always welcome to contact Leia customer service, and we can help you out a little bit. But hopefully that this was very thorough and helpful, and thank you guys so much.